Hey, lovers. Welcome to the Book Lovers Club, the podcast where we celebrate Black Sapphic love stories, one book at a time. I'm your host, Joy, a married lesbian, lifelong book lover, and relational communication scholar. Here, we don't just read the romance, we learn from it. I believe that love stories can do more than just entertain us. They can teach us how to love better, how to see ourselves more clearly, and how to create the love life of our dreams. Each week, I'll dive into sapphic stories written for us and by us, while weaving in personal insights and communication lessons you can take off the page. So grab your drink, get cozy, and let's turn the page together. Welcome to the club. Hey, book lovers, welcome back to another episode of the Book Lovers Club. And y'all, it's a new month. Happy May. Okay, what NSYNC say? It's gonna be May. Y'all, it's been a while since I've sang off tune for you. Okay, so just roll with it. Just rock with it. Let me ride. Let me ride. Okay. Anyway, I am so excited to be back in the studio with y'all today. I hope you enjoyed my interview with author Jessica Cage because I surely did. Y'all, I don't know if y'all could tell, but we were vibing. Okay, she kept me laughing. I enjoyed talking with her about the books that I love and learning more about her. And I hope y'all did too. Okay, I've been talking about that interview for a while, and it is so great to finally have it out there and that people have been enjoying the conversation. And now I'm just waiting, counting down the days until her book comes out. But for those of you that missed it, the book that I am referring to is Jessica Cage's book, I Accidentally Locked Down a Witch, which is the fourth book in her Accidents Happen series. And that book comes out on May 26th. So I'll probably be reading that book and discussing it on air for June. But if you want to read the first three books in her Accidents series with me, I will be reading those this month leading up to the release of her new book. So make sure you're following me on socials. I'll make sure to announce when I'm officially starting those books, and I will be knocking those down this month so that everything's fresh in my mind. But I think her books, they're good as standalones. Like, even if you hadn't read the previous books, you could probably still follow along, but it's just going to be a lot of details and a lot of things that you won't have the context and information for to be able to continue with the series. Like, it just enhances the reader experience to follow a series through. Okay, I'm not one of those people that'll just pick up a book series in the middle of the series. Like, some people will do that. Like, if it's like 10 books in a series, I'm going to start at the beginning. I don't know how y'all do that you just pick up a book in the middle of the series like that. So now sometimes I may do it by accident. I may not always know that a book is a part of a larger series. So, for example, when I first started reading Jacquel J books, I started with Menace Caselli's book. So that's 10,000 Hours with a Rich Menace. I started with that book, and then I found out, like, oh no, boo, you got to start all the way at the beginning with Capone. So I started with Menace's book, and then I read Don Caselli, and then I went all the way back to the beginning and started with Capone and then reread it. And I've read that series so much. Honestly, y'all, I've been addicted to these audiobooks, and I got thrusted back into Jacquel J's universe, and I have not come up for air. Okay. It's been a crazy April, a crazy April. That damn audiobook sale derailed me something serious. I had so many books on my TBR and things that I was planning to read. And then I started listening to one of the audiobooks, which was Capone, and then got sucked right back into the Jacquel J clutches. Okay. So, I saw online that some people have been referring to us as a cult. And y'all might be right, because I don't play about Miss Author Lady. And I wasn't really a fan of urban fiction until her. She really made me a urban fiction lover. And then I started reading more urban fiction after I got into her books. And now I am definitely an urban fiction girly. I feel like the genre definitely gets a lot of hate, but it's some really great urban fiction books out here. And I'm really not somebody that's, you know, finna be out here gang banging and gun slanging, okay? I'm really not. However, I love to read about that shit on the page. I really do. I really do. Okay, so urban fiction is definitely a genre I enjoy, and I blame Jacquel J. I really, really feel like she sucked me in. But maybe it started a long time ago when I was younger and read The Coldest Winter Ever. you know, I can't say that I'm just now dabbling in urban fiction because I definitely read some when I was a kid. However, the way that I've been knocking down these urban fiction books now is very different. Okay. And I really do blame Jacquel J. But I have been obsessively listening to audiobooks, like obsessively. I have listened to audiobooks in the past, but not at the rate that I'm doing now. Really, I don't know. Audible had an 80% off sale in April. So I bought a whole bunch of audiobooks because they were like $2 and $3. So I like really racked up. And I intentionally bought the audiobooks for books that I have already read and enjoyed because I wanted to reread them and do like an immersive read. And several people told me that the audiobooks were good. Y'all were not lying. Like some of these books, the audiobook really enhanced the reading experience for me. It was a completely different vibe listening to the audiobook. And the way that I've been knocking down these books, oh my God, I have fallen in love with some of these audiobook narrators, especially Wesley Shaban. Whatever they are paying that woman, they need to triple it, quadruple it, 10 times it. Give her whatever she need to continue narrating these books the way that she be narrating. Okay? She changes her voice up. Even the male voices that she do. Oh my God. Wesley, the woman that you are. Okay, she is a phenomenal voice actor. Every single audiobook that she's narrated, I love. I might even go to Audible, search her name, and just buy the books that she's narrated. I don't even care what they're about if she's the narrator. She is my favorite. She really knows how to narrate a fucking book. Okay? Oh my God. Wesley Shaban, girl, I'm giving you your flowers. I had talked about her in my newsletter this week because, like I said, I listen to a lot of books lately, and she is like my favorite narrator. But she's not the only one that I enjoy. It's several narrators that I just, man, if they're the ones reading the book, it's going to be good. Like, it just really does change the experience. And I wasn't this deep into the audiobook game before because I really like to hold something in my hand. But now that I've gotten really addicted to some of these narrators, that really does make or break the audiobook experience. The narrator matters. But now I'm having a hard time juggling because I just want to listen to the audiobooks. And I haven't touched Miss Kendalisha all week because I've been listening to these audiobooks. So, but I'm almost done with the series that I'm currently reading right now. Like I told y'all, Jacquel J sucked me back in. But I had listened to the audiobook for The Mortal Affairs by Granger, and that one was so good that it made me want to listen to more audiobooks. And then that's how this new addiction has gotten started. But I genuinely understand everybody who says that they will only read these books if it's the audiobook. I really get y'all now. I get it because y'all, it really is a completely different experience, a different vibe. But I'm really enjoying myself. So I joined the book club at work, and we were able to get a free book by joining the book club, and we read Worse Than a Lie by Ben Crump. Y'all, that book is so good. Oh, that book is so good. But my coworker told me that she was listening to the audiobook. So even though I got the book for free, I definitely went and used one of my credits to get the audiobook and kind of did like an immersive read for it. Oh my God. But that book was making me so angry. Oh my God. It triggered me. It triggered me. Especially reading that book in this political climate with the things that we're dealing with right now, with the Supreme Court ruling and the attack on voting rights. Just reading that book in context of all of this, like, really did trigger me. But it is so good. It is so good. If you are someone who likes thrillers, I highly recommend Worse Than a Lie by Ben Crump. And I feel like it represented Chicago so well, like all of the different Chicago references, and because it's set in Chicago and it's just so good, but it is triggering. It triggered me, but I enjoyed it. It's a page turner. It's a page turner. But I had to go and find the audiobook because I'm like, "Ooh, I wonder how this sounds as an audiobook." And it was good. So the audiobooks got me in a chokehold right now, y'all. I have not been like sucked into something like this in a long time. Like I'm listening to them at my desk at work, listening to them when I'm going on my walks, when I'm doing chores around the house. Just I'm deep in the audiobook game right now. So for my book clubbers who are like, look, if there's no audiobook, I'm not reading it. I understand where y'all coming from right now. I never thought that this would be me, but they really got me in a chokehold. And like I said, the audiobooks had me fall right back into the Jacquel J clutches because I started listening to Capone and had to keep going. I didn't read anything else really this month after I started listening to those Jacquel J audiobooks. I'm currently on Don Caselli's book, but I'm probably going to re-listen to them. They are so good. Oh my God, they're so good. But anyway, this is not what I wanted to talk to y'all about today. I don't know how we got started on my audiobook addiction, but that's how you know it's real, okay? That's how you know it's real. I don't know how we got here, but yes, look, the audiobooks got me in a chokehold. But I'm gonna do better in May. I have books that I need to read. I'm currently reading an arc. So I'm reading Shay Bryce's book, and she's one of the authors that's participating in my virtual Black Sapphic Book Festival that I'm hosting in September called the Book Lovers Fest. Okay. So she's one of the attending authors, but I am an ARC reader for her. She has her debut novel that's coming out soon. The book comes out on May 5th, and it's called A Singular Perspective, Carrie's View. And I am enjoying the book so far, y'all. I had to put a pause on listening to my audiobooks so that I could finish this book and write my review. But I'll be giving you all my review of the book in my next episode. But yeah, she's one of the authors in the Book Lovers Fest. So I'm really excited that I was chosen as an ARC reviewer for her. And I get to read her debut novel before it officially is released to the public. Okay. But like I said, I had to put a pause on the audiobooks because I got work to do. I got ARCs to read. Now I have our May book picks that I need to read as well. So it's a new month. So, for those of you who are new, every time we enter a new month, we choose some Black Sapphic books that we read together for the month. So, we have two book picks that we are reading for the month of May. And then I will read them and discuss them on air. If you would like to read along with me, just go get your copy of the books. Sometimes the books are available on Kindle Unlimited for my fellow Kindle girlies. Okay, but we read these books together. And then if you would like to join the conversation with me, just come and find me to engage in conversation. We do have a book club that's on Fable. I also have a Facebook group that you can join, or you could just come find me on social. So I'm on Instagram, Threads, TikTok. Just come find me if you want to yap about the books that we're reading each month. But some people have already done that. And I am so grateful because one thing I enjoy doing is talking to people about books. So if you want to read these books and talk with me, you are more than welcome to do so. Okay. I will not turn you away. All right, but this month we do have two new books that we're reading, and I will preview those books in a second. I did have a couple of things that I wanted to talk with y'all about, which is crazy because I came in here talking about all this other stuff and haven't even gotten to the point of the episode, which is introducing our May book picks. But, we had our in person book club meeting back in April, and I have not been able to talk with y'all about that. And then just a couple of things I wanted to just yap with y'all about before I introduce the book picks. But I am hosting my first annual Book Lovers Fest, which is a virtual Black Sapphic Book Festival on September 19th and 20th of this year. So it's coming up. All right. The early bird sale has ended. So the early bird sale had discounted tickets to $20, but now that sale has ended. So the tickets for the festival are $30. Right now, I'm up to 17 Black Sapphic authors that are participating in this festival. We're going to have a variety of panels that the authors will be panelists on, and just different conversations we'll be having. There'll be opportunities for people to network and build community. We're going to have an awards ceremony and different workshops. So there's going to be an audiobook narration workshop and one that's for content creation. And I'm really excited about this. Okay. Everything's really coming together. And the author panel schedule will be officially announced and shared shortly. And I'm also going to be launching a reading challenge, because my goal is to read at least one book by every author that's participating in the festival. So I will be doing that leading up to the big day. And you all are welcome to join me and read these books with me. So there's going to be an author meet and greet. So you will have an opportunity to connect directly with the authors. And all of this is happening on Zoom. So no matter where you are in the world, you will be able to come and participate in this festival without the hassle of travel. So I'm very excited about this, but we just got a new author that joined the author roster. So I want to welcome T Unique to the list of attending authors. And I'm just so grateful for everybody that's participating. So, y'all stay tuned, because my author panel schedule will be announced soon, and you'll be able to see all of the different sessions that will be offered throughout the festival weekend. I've been in such a good mood because of this, y'all. Like, I've been having a lot of fun, and everything that I'm doing is just bringing me so much joy. Okay, but back in April, we had our in person book club meeting, and we went to a new restaurant. So, our meeting was at Mahari restaurant, which is in Hyde Park. Y'all, that food was good. It was really good. I enjoyed myself. The restaurant really treated us well. It was a great experience. We welcomed one newbie, and it was a really good meeting. But, after we had our book club brunch meeting, we ended up having a Spice Girls watch party. So I randomly discovered that me and some of the book clubbers have a shared love of the Spice Girls. So my book bestie, she went and got the DVD for Spice World. And then we went and watched this movie together. And y'all, we had microphones. We were singing along with the movie. And it just really, I don't know, validated that this was such a great idea. Because had I not started this, I don't know that I would have ended up in this space to befriend this group of women and find such a safe space for myself where I could like geek out about the Spice Girls. Y'all may not know, but I love them down. When they had their reunion tour back in 2019, I took wifey's ass. We flew over to London, and I saw the Spice Girls live in London. Y'all, I love them down. I definitely flew my ass to London to see the Spice Girls. So to randomly find a group of women in my book club that are also obsessed with the Spice Girls is wild. So I just had so much fun coming together and singing these songs with them, and just want to find people that you have things in common with, that you could be yourself with. It's just a great experience. It's really difficult making friends in adulthood. Okay, really difficult. And I am always gonna like seek out friends who have a passion for books, because I just think that book people are a special type of people. Okay, but I have met some really amazing people throughout this venture. So shout out to my book besties. Okay, I love y'all. And it's been great meeting you, getting to know you. And thank you for letting me like geek out about the Spice Girls with you. I had so much fun. So, one of my book clubbers, she's a model, and she has a fashion show this weekend. So, this is my first time going to a fashion show, but I wanted to make sure I showed up and supported her. But it's the Oya Air Paradise Fashion Exhibition. So, she's walking in that fashion show. And I know a couple of people that are actually walking in this fashion show with her. So Chicago is a big city, but it's a small town as well. It's giving small town vibes, because somebody know somebody else, but I know quite a few people who are walking in this fashion show. So I'm going to support my girl, and I'm just really excited. But this is my first time going to this fashion show, but it's such a variety of women that are in my book club, and just the different things that they're interested in, and the fact that we have this like common love of books to ground us and connect us, and then find out that we all like equally obsessed with the Spice Girls. Y'all, it's, to me, it's faded, because that is just so random to find out that we are all like obsessed with the Spice Girls. And the Spice Girls were like thriving in the 90s. The fact that my love for them has surpassed all of these years is crazy. But that movie, they were ahead of their time. Spice World is still such a good ass movie. They were definitely ahead of their time. But I just wanted to shout out my book besties. I love y'all. But her fashion show is on Sunday. I don't know if they still have tickets available. So by the time y'all hear this, it's before the fashion show. So if you hear this and you're like, oh, I want to go, I think there's still tickets available, but I'm not sure. But it's on Sunday at the Garfield Conservatory. So I will be there supporting my book boo. All right. Well, today, since it's the top of the month, I am going to preview the books that we are reading for May. So this month, I really wanted us to read some sports romances. So it's been a lot of conversation around women's basketball, especially in Chicago, because the Chicago Sky fumbled Angel Reese. And now she's going to be in Atlanta, taking her talents to the dream. And, we've been real salty in the city, real salty, because Angel Reese is no longer here. Okay, but I feel like I've just been having a lot of conversations around the WNBA, and it made me want to read some sports romance books with women basketball players and messy lesbian drama. Okay, so the book clubbers agreed, and the women's basketball season kicks off this month. So we're reading some basketball romances this month. So the two books that we're reading are Love and Sports Ball by Mika James and She Got Hops by Joy Minor. And both of these authors are authors that are participating in my Book Lovers Fest. So if you are joining me in my challenge to read at least one book by each of the attending authors, these two books, okay, are written by two of the attending authors. So Mika James and Joy Minor. All right. And this in person book club meeting this month, I am in conversation with a Black owned bookstore in Chicago. And hopefully, I will be able to start hosting our book club meetings at the bookstore. So I will confirm with them, and then you all will be able to RSVP for the upcoming book club meeting. But that meeting is going to be on Saturday, May 23rd from 12 until 2 p.m. So if you would like to RSVP, I include the information for the in-person book club meeting in my newsletter that gets sent out every Monday. So just head to my website and make sure you subscribe to my newsletter. But we are reading, like I said, Love and Sports Ball by Mika James and She Got Hops by Joy Minor. So I'm going to read the description for you all off of Goodreads so that you can know what to expect this month. So this book is Love and Sports Ball by Mika James. In this steamy and sweet sapphic romance, an uptight athletic trainer has one taboo night with a hot basketball player. But are they ready to play for what they really want? Scoring was the easy part. Hard work has Khadijah Upton starting her dream job as an athletic trainer for the Atlanta Cannons. Then an evening of celebratory letting loose turns into a one-night stand with a beautiful stranger. It's a reckless, wildly sexy encounter that Khadijah intends to forget until her first day on the job lands her face to face with basketball star Shay Harris again. Shay is a major player in every sense of the word, and Khadijah doesn't plan to be the latest in the long line of Harris honeys. Personal and professional just don't mix. But Shay, who's all about living life to the fullest, keeps tempting Khadijah to blur the boundaries. And the more Shay reveals about herself, the harder it is for Khadijah to resist her. In the bedroom, their tension sizzles. On the court, it's a liability. But unless Khadijah's willing to really let Shay in, it won't just be the team championship on the line, but a body and soul connection that rewrites all the rules. Ooh, y'all, that sounds good. So that was Love and Sports Ball by Mika James. All right, and the next book that we're reading is She Got Hops by Joy Minor. What happens when you mix lesbians, love, and basketball? All ballers ain't lesbian, and all lesbians can't play ball. But Jordan Martinez was the best of both worlds. Jordan Hops Martinez was a lover of women, ball, and family. Not coming from the best life, she knew the only way to get out was basketball, and it was her first love. With her brother, Juice, and his best friend, Sauce, they worked hard to make sure they got out of Alabama and the whack lives they lived. But the little hustle they had on the side may end up ruining their lives and their chance at a future. She had so much going on that there was no time for love until her. Jordan Juice Martinez has always been the man of the house, looking out for his mama and sister. With his pops never being an example, he did the best he could and provide. When his dreams of playing ball became a memory, he drove Hops to be their family's savior. But when she showed a passion for more than basketball, he realized that his attempts to protect her may have caused her more harm than good. Saul Sauce Solomon wanted two things: money and hoes. He'd been in love with Hops since he first met her and her twin brother Juice in the 5th grade, but she never gave him any play. All he wanted was a chance, but when he found out that she was a lesbian, all his hopes came crashing down. A man scorned is a dangerous thing. Will he be able to put his feelings to the side and remain loyal to the crew? Or will his determination to persuade Hops that her being gay is just a phase? Brianna Miles never thought she'd fall in love, and definitely not with the girl. But when she met Hops, all of that changed. Hops was dope, but so was her brother Juice, and she loved the attention she was getting from their homie Sauce too. When she was brought into their circle, the come up was instantaneous, but with fast money, danger is usually right around the corner. And Bria might have to choose between the woman she's fallen for and herself. For Hops, coming out may have been the worst decision she made in her life, but denying who she was killing her. Falling hard and fast like we lesbians tend to do, she found herself in love with the woman that could cost her everything. Ooh, y'all, that sounds good too, and real messy. It's giving love triangle. Okay? Can't wait to read that one. I love me a little messy lesbian drama, okay? And I love a good love triangle. That sounds like a good messy read. But yes, so if y'all want to read along, grab your copies. All right, Love and Sports Ball by Mika James and She Got Hops by Joy Minor. Thank you for tuning in to the Book Lovers Club. If you love today's episode, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a chapter. And if you're feeling generous, leave a review, because you know those reviews help other lovers find us. So if you want to keep this conversation going, please join me on Instagram or hop on over to Fable to join the virtual book club. And until next time, remember, the stories we read can help us write the love lives of our dreams. See you next Sapphic Saturday.